Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Joy. This is an update on my Christmas project pan that I started 4 weeks ago. There are 3 parts in this project. The first part is the Ghost of Christmas Past project pan, and this is my update. And then later on, I will do the intro for the Ghost of Christmas Present project pan. So let me start my update with these products, these 3 products. These are products that I worked on in previous year's project pan, but they are also currently actually in the graveyard project pan as part of the resurrection products. So for this lip product, the goal is for me to use this up. I'm not going to show you what it looks like right now. I'll show it what it looks like in my graveyard project pan finale. But for this one, I managed to use this 11 times as part of this project. And then this one, which is also in the graveyard project pan, I use this 5 times only. But that's because I have another lip product over here. And for this one, the goal in the graveyard project pan is to help me use it up, is for me to use it up. But this one is just a usage goal. The goal in that project is for me to use it 20 times. Now for this Wet n Wild foundation, my goal there also is to use this 20 times. And for this project, as part of this project, I use this 8 times. But you can't tell how much I've used because I've been mixing this. This is no longer my shade. Well, probably it wasn't even my shade even in the past, but I can definitely see that it's not my shade this time when I was using it. It's a bit dark. Now for these succeeding products, these 4 products, these are currently part of my Use It and Lose It project pan. So that's my project pan for 2021. But these were products that I've been working on in the past project pans, in the past year's project pan. And I tend to roll over actually products that I wasn't able to use up in previous years. Now for this one, I've been working on this since the start of the year, and I was there. And finally, I was able to use this up. So this means that I have now 9 products less that I need to work on in the Use It and Lose It project pan. So for this project, I managed to use this further, and to get to this point, I've used this 16 times. So finally, I am done with this, and I'm happy that I've used this up. I don't enjoy using this actually. There was a point in time in the past, I recall, that I enjoyed using this together with this foundation, but this time I just don't feel like I was using it for the sake of using it up. And then for this Wet n Wild pressed powder, this one I'm having a lot of difficulty using it up. So this was in my last year's project pan, I think, if I remember it right, and then I rolled it over. And I only used this 5 times for this project. So as you can see from what it looks like now, it's still a long way for me to use this up this year. So I know in the finale, this will still be there, and it may still look similar. Similar to the Wet n Wild foundation. It's because it's not my shade. I believe I still have another one of this with the same shade, unfortunately. Now for this Bellapierre color corrector, so for this one I was having a lot of difficulty using it as well, because for this lavender shade, I only used that once. And then for this red shade or orange shade, I used this 6 times. So this one, I haven't really been reaching for it. I was aiming to use up at least to have a side pan for this one, but I didn't manage to do that. I am planning to transfer the content of this one to an eyeshadow pan. I think it would fit. I like this packaging actually, and I like to repurpose this for my blushes, the one that I've been I've been frankening some of my blushes, and I would like to use this packaging instead of the one I'm using. And then lastly, as part of the Use It and Lose It project pan this year, but they, again, just to repeat, all of these products were part of previous year's project pan, and that's the reason why it is in this Ghosts of Christmas Past project pan. And for this e.l.f. eyeliner, my goal is to flatten this. Initially, I was thinking I can use this up, but as time goes by, I decided just to flatten it, and I have flattened this. And there's a slight dip already. I have no idea how deep this is, so that was the reason why I decided just to flatten it, because I know I won't be able to use this up this year. So this is also another product that I would say I've now hit my goal, but failed in the Use It and Lose It project pan. And then for these 4 other products, these are the ones that I actually didn't have in any projects this year. So these are products I used in previous years. And yeah, so for this blush, the Be Matte blush, I managed to use this 17 times. I use this shade the most. That shade is Guava. Yes, the Guava shade, I used that 8 times. This melon shade, I used that, Fresh Melon, I used that 5 times. And this grape blackberry shade, I used that 4 times. So I've used this a lot for this as part of this project, but as you can see, it doesn't look like I've used it a lot. Well, I don't get a lot of products whenever I work on this. And from the looks of it, it's a long way to go. I probably would need a year to use this up or more, because for each shade, there are 2.35 grams. Now for this concealer, my goal was to hit pan on this. I was hitting my brush or my finger at the middle because I wanted to see pan, but I didn't achieve that. I've used this 13 times, and I quite enjoyed using this over my other concealers that I'm working on in my Use It and Lose It project pan. And then for the lip product, this is a Wet n Wild, and the shade is Mauve Outer here. I used this 9 times. And lastly, for this eyeshadow palette, I managed to use 4 shades. I used this shade, no, 5 shades. I used this shade, this shade, this shade, this brown shade, and this black shade. The one I used the most is this shade. My goal then was to fully use it up. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to do that, but you can see that I have now used up a lot of the products over there. I've hit side pan, 4 sides, but this one I still have a lot of product on both sides over here on the corners. So for this one, I used that 20 times. For the black shade, which I've been using as an eyeliner, I used that 14 times. And then for this brown shade, I only used that twice. And then for this shade, this is a pink shimmery shade. I used that 4 times. And then this shade, I used it once. So it was intentional that I only selected certain shades because some of the shades here are quite similar to the palettes I'm working on, either in the years of usage project pan, years of usage eyeshadow project pan, or in my Panda palette. So that's the reason why I intentionally just selected certain eyeshadows to work on. So that's my update for the Ghost of Christmas Past project pan. Now let me share with you the products that I will be working on as part of the Ghost of Present Ghost of Christmas Present project pan. I selected 7 products for the Ghost of Christmas Present project pan. So this one, this is part of the Graveyard Project Pan 2021, and I would still like to continue working on this. No, it's not my objective to fully use this up in a month because I've worked on this for 4 months, and that's how far I was able to progress. My goal is just to use this 10 times for this Ghost of Christmas Present project pan. And then another one, which it was in the Graveyard project pan, I was able to hit my goal on this bronzer. This is the Park Avenue Princess. And for this one, my goal is also to use this 10 times, so that it would look like I've used this. It doesn't still look like I've used this a lot, but I remember I used this 40 times last time. And then I've used it quite a bit previously. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look like I've used this a lot. And then the products in the middle, these are currently in my Use It and Lose It project pan, but these are products that I started working on this year. So they were not part of my previous year's project pan, and that's the reason why it's part of the present of it is part of the Ghost of Christmas Present project pan. So we have here this Squad BB cream. There are very few products in here left, but I do hope I'll be able to use this up in my next update, that this is finished. But it might be feasible though. If you look at what is in there, there's really isn't much, right? Yeah, from the looks of it. I really need to squeeze this bottle so much to make sure that I'm able to get all of the product and use it up. Okay, so yeah, it looks promising, this one. I may be able to use this up this year. And then this Seraphine Luminude, this is a skin illuminator. I'll try to work on this. I am having difficulty actually working on this, but I would like to set a goal of using this 10 times. This Winky Locks as well. This is the Paper Perfect. It looks very little, and I thought I'll be able to use this up fairly quickly, but I'm having difficulty, and my goal is to use this 10 times as well. And if I see more progress, perhaps I'll use this more than 10 times. We'll see. And then this blush, this is a Franken Blush. And as you can see, I'm almost finished, but not quite. And for this one, I would like to use this up. I really hope I can use this up. I enjoy using blushes, and because I don't go out a lot, I still work from home, I don't mind putting on more than what I would normally put on. So maybe I can use this up. And hopefully in my next update, I am done with this. Then that's another product less in my Use It and Lose It project pan. Definitely this one. This is the BB Holic BB cream. I have been reserving this because I enjoy using this and I don't want to use it up yet. So I'm doing it just now. This is quite last minute, but I know definitely I can use this up. It's just a concern if I can use this up while using this, because typically for this sachet, it would take me around 5 days of using this. But I know I would enjoy using this because I enjoy using this. If I need to repurchase a BB cream, I would repurchase this over this Squad BB cream. There you go. So I have 7 products in here. Some of the products I showed you earlier, I'll still continue working on them, hoping that I would be able to hit the goal. So like for example, this Eyeshadow Palette, I'll continue working on this one, the shade here. My goal is to use that up, and then I would be using this black shade as an eyeliner, as well as this brown shade, and sometimes I may use this pink shade as well as a topper. And then of course, like this Bellapierre, I'll try to still work on this one. This one, definitely, I'll continue working on this one. So, it's a spoiler. I didn't hit my goal on this one. It would take more than one more usage for me to hit the goal. And I need to give you my update already tomorrow on this one. Oh, one more product I would like to add into this year's Ghost of Christmas Present Project Pan, and this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This one, I worked on this in this year's Graveyard Project Pan. So this will be part of the Ghost of Christmas Present Project Pan. So that means I actually have 8 products. Great. So this is now my update for my Christmas project pan. In the next 4 weeks, I'll be working on this product, and I'll give you my update after 4 weeks on this products, which is part of the Ghost of Christmas Present project pan, and I'll give you my intro for the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come project pan, and I'm excited for that because no spoiler for now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in my next update. Bye!